Welcome to another episode of Fala Talks. Today we are in Palmerston North here at Youth Space. We're going to catch up with youth worker musician Sio Vaelua. Let's head on inside and check him out. Levi, mai fala. Firstly, tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Awesome. Well, I am originally from Wanganui, but I live here in Palmerston North, and I work with I guess a lot of young people within the city, and I've been doing it probably for about just over 6 years now, and I don't think I'd love to do anything else really. Yeah.
Right now we are in an awesome location, Youth Space. Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, well, I mean, the Youth Space was obviously created as another place where young people within the city can come in and use the resources. And as you can see, it is fully resourced, fully funded by the Palmerston North Council, which has been really, really cool. And it's just a great space for young people just to come out and just chill out. Yeah.
So you've mentioned you've been here for a number of years as a youth worker. Can you tell us a little bit more about what your role is in the community?
Yeah, well, that's cool. I originally started as a hip-hop dance teacher, but from there I made a lot of connections within the schools and just with all the family and whānau that I work with. And so from there, I adjusted my program, and then I created a program within schools where I use a medium like dance just to connect with young people, but focus more on the self-esteem things and resiliency. So resiliency is an area where I really focus on when I work with kids from the community.
Is that just schools here in Palmerston North?
Not just in Palmerston North, like further afield out Pahiatua way and further up Wairarapa. So it's sort of around the whole Manawatu region.
And you are of Samoan descent. Is there a big Samoan community or Pacific community here in Palmerston North? Yeah,
well, I find that there's actually a lot of Pacific kids. And so within, being able to meet those kids, I'm also able to connect with parents of all different nationalities, from Niue to Samoan and Tongan. And I just love, just being able to connect with different cultures. I see a lot of young people with a lot of identity issues, not sort of really knowing who they are, why they were created. And I guess it's just really, really cool to be able to give them insight into what they could potentially become if they put their heart and soul into something.
Is this something possibly that you went through growing up as a child?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, growing up I grew up in quite a harsh environment, and I had to face a lot of adversity every single day of my life. And so I can understand a lot of the underlying issues that a lot of young people go through, especially young people at risk, because I was there once upon a time myself. And so I guess I live, with the cause in mind that whatever I do here, I want it to echo in eternity, really. I just have this burning desire to see young people do well, and I know in particular our Pacific people are very gifted in so many different areas, and I just want to be able to create opportunities, same opportunities that I've been able to receive. I want to be able to give those opportunities to our Pacific kids as well.
Thank you so much, Sio, for joining us on the Fala today. Being in Palmerston North has been absolutely awesome. It's been awesome to know more about you and your story.
Cool. Hey, thank you so much for having me, Sana. And big shout out to New FM.
Before we do go, I do see you have your guitar. So do you think you could sing a little song for us?
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome.
That'd be awesome. Cool. This is an original song that I wrote last year. And it's a song called Take the Limits Off. And it's just about encouraging people to take the limitations that they take them off. Because there's a lot of people who put limitations on their abilities and their capabilities, and it's so cool when you just break free of that. So yeah, this is dedicated to everyone. I know it's hard sometimes when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulder, and I see your darkest hour when you're feeling down alone and you need a shoulder. Oh, You gotta remember, you're made for this. You're more than a conqueror, you're made to win. You gotta remember, you're more than able. So take all the limits off, stand up and give it all. Put your troubles behind you, today's your day. To take all the limits off, stand up and give it all. Put your troubles behind you, today's your day. To take the limits off. I know it's hard sometimes when you feel the weight of the world on your shoulder. And I see your darkest hour when you're feeling down alone and you need a shoulder. Oh, you gotta remember, you're made for this. You're more than a conqueror, you're made to win. You gotta remember, you're more than able. So take all the limits off, stand up and give it all. Put your troubles behind you, today's your day. To take all the limits off, stand up and give it all. Put your troubles behind you, today's your day. To take the limits off. Yeah. Yo, how do I describe a better life when my heart's still searching for a place to shine? I never thought that I could be a man to walk down the road like a president. A president, yeah, that's true. You said, my child, I got a plan for you, but it's gonna require you to take a hold of faith and lift your head high to a better place. It sounds easy enough, but sometimes I go through days where I wanna give up, cause I know this life is like a battlefield, but sometimes we gotta push past the way we feel. You seem surprised, come on, walk it out till you see that sunrise. I'm ready to look to the mountaintop and look to the one who takes the limits off. Come on, take the limits off, come on, take the limits off, come on. Take all the limits off, stand up and give it all. Put your troubles behind you, today's your day. To take the limits off.
Well, thank you so much, Sio, for joining us on the Fala. It's been such a pleasure to know a bit more about your story, and we encourage you to keep going hard.